Hello and welcome to the CEO Masterclass. I am your guide, Rachel L. Gary. And here I help goal setters just like you who are looking to get rid of overwhelm and burnout, and who are looking to get transformative information to grow into the CEO of my life. So today I am taking applications, guys. And what I'm taking applications for is the CEO. That is you. So before we get started, I want to make sure you are accepting the role as the CEO of your life. And for everybody who's accepting that role as the CEO, let's get started. All right. So for everyone who decided to take the application as the CEO of my life, every time that you hear me say anything about being a CEO, I want you guys to put your hands together and take ownership, because CEO stands for you being clear in your actions, being empowered by your choices, and taking ownership of your direction. So whenever I say you are the CEO, I want to hear you see you do it. I am the CEO of my life. So this is no longer where I'm going to say you're the CEO of your life, because you are already owning. So every time I say it, you are the CEO of my life. How goals shape your life, why clarity is necessary, and how working with me makes it easier for you to achieve your goals. It's all about people being afraid. Fear is just fake evidence appearing real. That is all fear is. Because when you say you're afraid of something that has not happened. It has not even taken place. And I want to talk a little bit about where the fear came from. And we're not gonna like it, but it's true. It started from when we were children. Do you remember? Think of yourself if you're a parent, or if you remember when your parents would say, "Hey, no, don't do that. Stop. Hey, you can't do that. You shouldn't do that. That's too hot. Don't touch. Sit down. Stop running. Don't jump." We have been conditioned our whole lives to not take action. It's amazing. But that's embedded into us. So our fear comes from our parents being afraid for us. And now we're afraid for us. But today, we're going to talk about why you shouldn't be afraid. You have to take action. You have to be adventurous. Because nothing in life happened without someone taking a chance. The clothes we wear, the lights that we have on, and life is in the way we know it. Driving cars, flying on airplanes, all of that was someone taking a chance against what everyone else said wasn't right. So I'm going to share a little story about the light bulb. When electricity was first invented, it was said to be witchcraft. People were burned and drowned if they used electricity, because they felt it was the devil's work. Now, think about how your life would be without lights, without electrical sockets. How far back in time would we be where we would just have candles and books? Not saying anything was wrong with the books. Books are good things. But that is the people being afraid. Flying. It was illegal in certain cultures to talk about flight. But someone had said that I'm not going to be afraid. I'm going to go anyway. And that's what you, as a CEO of my life. One more time. CEO, I want to make sure we're all in unison here. The CEO of my life. Do you believe that personal or professional growth just happens by chance? Let me know, what do you think? Or do you think it's more likely that it occurs when you set intentions, when you are intentional and work towards what you want? I think it's more intentional. When you get up in the morning and you want to go from your bed to the bathroom, that's a goal. The goal is to get to the bathroom before you have an accident. And your intentions are to walk towards the bathroom to make sure you don't have an accident. So it seems simple, but everything within our life is a small incremental goal. And that's why in my 7-day challenge that I know that my CEOs who are on here have, the free 7-day challenge, where we talk about consistency, commitment to build up your confidence. That's what it's about, having those incremental, small goals that you achieve on an everyday basis. Thinking of goals, we don't have to think of them on a monumental level. We can think about them on the incremental level. So, as I always say, we know I'm a real estate fan. So, when you want to buy a house, there are steps to get there. Whether it's your credit, whether it's a lending officer, a real estate agent, or things that you need to do to purchase that house. They're all small incremental goals. Understanding the steps that are needed to get the house are where you get information to be able to reach your goal of getting the house. So have you ever paused to consider what exactly goals are? Are they just dreams that we jot down on paper? Or do they hold a deeper significance in our lives? So let's take a moment to reflect on things that you've achieved so far. So let's say your job, when you're promoted, when you buy a new car, when you get your first apartment. Those are not coincidences. They're laser-focused tasks, goals that you set for yourself, subconsciously or consciously, to proceed forward in your journey to have a better quality of life. And that's what goals really are. They're us recognizing our life as it is and making a determination that I want a better quality of life. And that can be money, jobs, homes, cars, or whatever. It's a better quality of the life in which you're living today. So when you're thinking about setting your goals, you have to think about, hey, what kind of life do I want to live? What is the next steps for my life from where it is today to get to where I want it to be? And is it important? Absolutely, it's important, because it's how you get from where you are today to where you'll be tomorrow, and where you'll be a year from now to 2 to 3 to 5. Life doesn't, time is going to happen whether you're working towards something or not. Time still continues. So when do you want to achieve success in a goal? When do you want to feel fulfilled? Whenever you want to feel fulfilled as the CEO of my life, that is when you need to start setting a goal. Goals are included in relationships. Think of a bad relationship you had. We've all been there. We've all done it. Normally in a relationship, someone changed or something remained the same, and the other person made a decision, whether it was you or them, that this is not the life in which I want to live. Which means what, guys? Somebody drop it in the chat. Because what that means is you want a better quality of life. Normally that's when people separate in relationships. When one wants one thing out of life and the other wants something else. And the quality of one of those people's lives is not working in the fashion in which they would like it to. So goals are everywhere. Everything you do. If you want a good relationship, you have to build on communicating. Communication is key in a relationship. To understand where one person is and where the other person is. And you guys come together and determine what's going to work best for you, what's going to work best for me, and come to some form of compromise. Now, I'm not going to say a concession. It has to be a compromise. Because when there's a concession, one person doesn't get what they want. And everything in life, to me, should be a win-win. No win-lose, no lose-win, win-win. If you're winning, I'm winning, we're ready to roll. So that's why when you're having your conversations about where you are in your relationship, how many times have you told someone that you were in a past relationship with, hey, I'm not happy. I don't like this. This isn't working. Can we get to a better place? What do we need to do different? All of these are things that you're saying, hey, this is degrading my quality of life. And what normally happens? If your quality of life is degraded to a point that you are like, hey, I can't take this anymore. What do we do? The relationship disintegrates. But if those two people that were having those conversations had worked on themselves, because I want to make sure I say this, you can't save anybody. You have to make sure that you work on you. So in my relationship with my spouse, me and my spouse have been together 16 years. We just celebrated our 12th year anniversary on Sunday. There is no concession. We have a conversation. We talk to each other. We determine, hey, something's not working. Hey, I need you to work on something. Hey, I don't like how you did something. No one's relationship is perfect. Perfection is a myth. Because what you think is perfect and what I think is perfect are going to be totally different things. So what you want to strive to do is to work together. But remember, all of that is goals. My goal is to make sure I have a good relationship. What am I willing to do to have a good relationship? When there are things that my spouse doesn't like, and if it's some things that I feel that, hey, those are flaws in my character, these are things I want to build up of myself and have a better quality of life. Because I want a good quality of life in my house. So I'm going to work on those things that I feel that are degrading our relationship and are not aligned with the person that I want to be. We have to work on the person that you want to be. That's how I feel. I can't worry about the person she wants me to be. I have to be the person I want to be and make sure that if that person that I want to be is aligned with the person that she needs me. Now, one more time, I want to make sure I repeat that. I work on the person that I want to be. And at the end of the day, hoping that allows her to have the person that she wants me to be or needs me to be. Because that's how you work in life. That's how life works.
Hey there, CEO. Don't forget to click that link and get your 7-day challenge. Remember, it's free. It's align with you being the person who has clarity in your actions, who's empowered by your choices, and who's owning your direction to be the CEO of my life.